Hey YouTube, welcome back to my channel. I am back with another video. This is gonna be my recap video because I am officially entering my third trimester of pregnancy, which is absolutely insane to me. This week I am 28 weeks. So I'm just gonna do a small recap video of everything that happened in my second trimester. I just feel like it's a good video to share with other people, other expecting moms or moms that have already come through this, or just people that are curious, because pregnancy is just such a different ball game. Every time I feel like I am prepared for it, there's just always like something else. Like, I know that this is just the intro, but I feel like I'm already out of breath. Oh, so much fun. I went ahead and recorded just like everything that I was feeling in second trimester. And although first trimester was really rough, I made sure to also focus on the positives during second trimester, so it wasn't all bad. I guess I can also show you my bump because she has definitely grown. She is just constantly kicking now and being really active, and I love it so much. There are moments where I'm just like, okay, can you just give it a rest? But that's normally just because her favorite time to start kicking is normally when I'm laying down. So that's usually when I'm about to go to sleep or wake up in the morning. By the time that me and Anthony both wake up, she is ready to greet us and ready for the day. So I don't know what that means for us, but yeah. So I'll go ahead and show you my bump. I am also sitting on my bouncy yoga ball that I ordered just to help with my posture, but pretty much she's there. Also, just keep in mind that this shirt is a little more on the looser side, but you can definitely see a difference. Alrighty, so like I mentioned, she's just growing so much and kicking around and developing more of a personality every single day. She's definitely warmed up to Anthony because in the very beginning when I started feeling her kicks, like I would freak out and I would ask him to, well, not even ask, I would literally just grab his hand and be like, you need to feel her, and he wouldn't be able to feel her at the time. And a lot of the time it was just she was being very choosy of who she gives her kicks to, and even to this day she's still very choosy. We've only had a handful of people actually feel her kicks to this day. We're gonna go ahead and dive right into it, I promise. When I made my first recap video, I had just entered into second trimester, and honestly the beginning of second trimester was still just as rough as the first trimester, and honestly I was really nervous that I was gonna be sick basically my whole pregnancy because I was expecting more of a relief as soon as I got to second trimester, and that definitely just wasn't the case. I was still feeling just as sick and nauseous and having acid reflux and just tired all the time. Basically nothing had changed. By week 19 is finally when I was starting to feel more of a relief. Approximately 7 weeks after I officially started second trimester is when things started to look up. Basically, I wrote in here, starting with my back. My back was so uncomfortable. Even to this day, it is so uncomfortable. It's because obviously you now have an extra weight on you, and there's just like a lot of pressure there. Not to mention, whenever you're sleeping, you have to sleep on your side. And so my pregnancy pillow has been my absolute best friend. And I want to say like week 7 or 8. I got it pretty early on, just to get more accustomed to it. And for the longest time, I could not understand why people even wanted a pregnancy pillow. It would make me hot, and it just wasn't comfortable, and I obviously just wasn't used to it, but I did not find it comforting whatsoever. So for the longest time, I still stuck with it. I still slept with it every single night to eventually get used to it. But for a long time, I wasn't a huge fan of my pregnancy pillow. Now, fast forwarding to probably the middle of second trimester all the way until now, I literally cannot live without my pregnancy pillow. Definitely when you start developing more of your bump and experience more of that extra weight on you, your pregnancy pillow is gonna be a lifesaver. I promise you. During the holidays, me and Anthony stayed at his mom's house, and I forgot my pregnancy pillow, and I told myself, you know what, it's just like one night. I'm sure I can like put some pillows around me and that'll be fine. No, it was not remotely close to my pregnancy pillow. I was so uncomfortable. My back was killing me the next day even more than normal. So highly recommend the pregnancy pillow, especially when you start having more of your bump and that extra weight on you. It is a lifesaver. I love it so much. So I will say that my acid reflux never went away. I asked my doctor about it and got approved to start taking over-the-counter acid reflux medicine, which has helped tremendously. If I don't take it, it's like constantly every single day that I have it. If I like get lazy or something or end up not taking it in the morning, I'll feel it. Like, it does not skip a beat. So that's the only thing that has really, like, I don't want to say weighed me down, because I have at least the medicine for it, but has kind of been annoying. So yeah, acid reflux is definitely still there, but I've learned to manage it somehow. There was a moment in time where I was getting so big that bending down started to become an issue. And so like obviously now I have to do like the whole squatting thing, and a lot of times I'll like hang on to like furniture while I like have to bend down to pick something up. But yeah, so like having to bend down just takes like a lot of strength, at least from me. I said at 19 weeks I officially can't bend all the way down and touch my feet. Like I can, but it's uncomfortable, so that's a hard no to painting my own toenails. But I do have to say that my favorite thing in the world during my second trimester has been the development, I guess, that Anthony has been able to experience during it. Obviously during first trimester I was just really sick all the time and didn't really have a bump for the most part, and so he couldn't really bond with the baby as much. But definitely during second trimester, just like going to the appointments and hearing her heartbeat and participating in ultrasounds and actually seeing her, like I mentioned, by the time we wake up, she's already up ready to greet us. And so my favorite thing when we have like morning family hugs And so, you know, we'll have like a nice hug in the morning, and she's obviously like in the middle kicking around. And then, you know, a lot of the times he'll give my belly a kiss and stuff like that. So it's just really sweet seeing him bond more and more with her. And I just want him to be able to experience the most out of this like I am. Not the bad things, obviously, but just being able to experience all of the cute little fun moments with her is what I have really learned to love. As we get to week 20 is when I finally got to feel her kick for the first time. It actually was November 6th at 8:40 p.m. I recorded this. I said, I'm pretty sure I just felt baby girl's kick for the first time. I was laying on my side on the couch listening to Christmas music with Anthony, and all of a sudden I felt a very faint gas bubble. I checked to see if I could see the kicks, but I still can't. Yeah, that was the first time that I was able to feel her baby kick, and it was just a really sweet moment. It was just me and Anthony and just lounging around like we usually do, and listening to Christmas music, getting all cozy, and then, you know, feeling her kick. It was really sweet. I did start going through a phase where I was really all about acai bowls for a while. At our local grocery store, we were able to find some frozen acai bowls, and so I remember I would buy them basically every week and have them like multiple times a week, just because like it tasted really good and it like filled me up, and there was some nutrients in that, so I felt better about eating it. But yeah, I definitely went through an acai bowl phase. What other cravings did I go through? Especially towards the end of second trimester, I was really craving like spicy foods, or just having like at least a small kick in my foods. There's this hot sauce that I found out about, and I bought it, and I pretty much used it on everything. So yeah, having a little bit of spice or a kick to my food, I really enjoyed. I was really developing a strong sweet tooth, and even to this day I still kind of have a strong one. So nothing in particular, just kind of anything you kind of push my way, I'm like, oh my gosh, it sounds so good. Just like a lot of chocolate, cookies, cakes, all that stuff. I mentioned this in a vlog, in my Christmas vlog, but I did have a weird craving, and even to this day, still the only like weirdest craving that I've had. I woke up one day and I really wanted a sandwich with spicy mayo, scrambled eggs, bacon, and shredded cheese. And I remember it just sounded so good to me, and I made it, and I think it was like a combo of the spicy mayo and the bacon, but it didn't really taste as great. I still ate the whole thing because I was not about to let that go to waste, but it definitely wasn't my favorite. But besides that, honestly, I haven't had any like really strange cravings. I know a lot of women crave like pickles and stuff like that, but that has not happened to me. I still hate pickles. I also, every morning, pretty much literally every morning, I'm not even exaggerating, I normally have scrambled eggs, shredded cheese on top so it melts, and that hot sauce that I had mentioned, just kind of like dabbing that on top. It's been so good. Well, if not that, then I would have an acai bowl. But it was always like one or the other. I'm pretty sure those were all of my cravings. During week 22, specifically November 21st at 11 p.m., I wrote that the baby was kicking a lot, so I called Anthony in, and he actually felt her kick for the first time. Initially, he just had his hand on my belly, and he felt her kick, and he was kind of like taken back, and he was like, wow, that's like so weird. From week 22 on to now, I wake up multiple times a night to go pee. And at first it would just start off with like, I would wake up once every night to go pee, and then it would double, and now sometimes it triples. So just like having to pee, get up and pee multiple times a night is like really annoying, just because again, rotating your whole body and like how it affects your back, and then just having to like get out of bed, and then having to readjust yourself when you get back from peeing. And I am also the kind of person that pees right before they go to sleep. So the fact that I'm still waking up multiple times to pee is just like really annoying. At week 25, I started experiencing a lot of, I guess the term is Charley Horses. Basically just having like a lot of cramps on my leg. I would literally wake up in the middle of the night, want to stretch, get a cramp on my leg. So I mentioned it to Anthony. He said try to just like add more potassium into my diet. So I started buying bananas and eating those, and that has actually really helped. I also wrote in here at 25 weeks that she was starting to get more accustomed to Anthony's voice, which again I think is just so sweet. And this is also where she started developing more of a personality. I remember like she would literally kick so much and so hard, practically wanting my attention. So I would literally drop what I was doing and I'd pay attention to her, and then she would stop. I would literally roll my eyes because I'm like, you are such a freaking drama queen already. It's great. I love that. Regardless, love her so much. She's literally kicking right now, but I promise that if I tried to show her on camera, she's just gonna stop. I just am so excited, and I'm really relieved that I finally got to a point where like I'm not sick anymore. I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up this video. I hope you guys had a great holiday, and that I just had an epiphany that this is my first video of 2023. That's crazy too. But yeah, hope you guys had a great holiday and a great beginning to this year. And I will chat with you in my next video. Bye guys.